It's Angel, and I got a little cameo going on here with my boo Chippy. Say hi, Chippy. I'm gonna try to do the video without her distracting me because she's so cute. But I'm coming to you to give you 10 asthma and eczema remedies. You probably ask, why? Why would I listen to her? Is she experienced? What have you done? Is their favorite saying. Well, I've lost 94 pounds naturally. I'm asthma free a year and a half so far. Allergies gone. I have a cat. Okay. You know if you have asthma or allergies, pets and carpet are out of the way, out of the question for you. But I got me a Chippy and I got some carpet and I've been thriving ever since. And I just want to come to you guys to help the individual who may not know these tips and tricks that I've found, work for me. Here's a disclaimer. I'm not a doctor, health professional, none of that. No surgeries, accolades. I am just someone who's researched on myself through techniques of holistic healing. Because I was on drugs and sick, my skin was looking like it was falling off the bones since I was little. I needed to do something different. So I intentionally set out to clear my ailments and lose weight before age 30 because it gets harder after that. So stick to the video. Stay tuned. Like, subscribe, comment. Please share. Find me on Facebook, the Urban Intellect. And honestly, please just give this information to someone who may be suffering from asthma or eczema, or both, if you're like me. So just spread the love. All right. Now, number one, now keep in mind these things. If you do these things, all of these things combined together will be like a dual detox effect. You will be clearing asthma and eczema at the same time. Number one, and I'm going to do it 10 different, and hopefully maybe I'll throw you a little extra something in there. But I'm going to do 10 asthma and eczema remedies. The first 5 will be emergency remedies that will help you instantly with your asthma. The last 5 will be long-term type of chronic treatments. And, you as long as you do these things for a long time, you'll see the impact. So the first 5, which I consider emergency type of situations, if I feel like I can't breathe, which I still get that sometimes, very rarely, usually if my diet is screwed up, is when I can't breathe. So I go to these things if I need help with immediate, rescue type of breathing. Again, I'm not a doctor. Consult whomever you consider to be your healer, your physician, your doctor, whatever you call them. Because I am not a doctor. I don't want you to hurt yourself trying these things, and I'm definitely not trying to get litigious with you. Listen, no, okay? So talk to your consultants. The first thing I use is sea salt. Preferably, and I'm sorry I get tongue-tied, people. I don't know why. I get tongue-tied a lot, but I use sea salt. I like pink sea salt under the tongue. If you put anything under the tongue, it absorbs quicker. Pink sea salt not only lowers cholesterol, and I go for pink Himalayan sea salt. You can use regular sea salt, or as long as it's sea salt, not the iodized, iodized kind. You put it under your tongue if you're having like a wheezing episode. And typically, if you're anything like me, the weather is changing, so you have to be round the clock with this. Like, you gotta literally fight these colds off. And I lost all this weight, and I still have to maintain this regimen. So whenever I'm having like a wheezing or a tight type of breath, or the gook on your tongue after eating something starchy or something sweet is building up, that's the beginning of mucus. You have to get that out. Pink sea salt under the tongue, and then swish around some clean water in your mouth and swallow that. Give it a few minutes, and then right after that, you should be hawking some mucus up. Stop trying to be cute. Get that joint out. I don't care if you want to bust. Septa dirty anyway. Spit it up. Okay? Number 2 that I use is peppermint oil, or Vicks, or any type of those minty. Peppermint is the base of Vicks 44 or whatever, Vapo Rub, whatever you call it. What I do is I get pure essential peppermint oil. I keep it on hand. I'll take it and rub a little bit under my nose. If I'm having an episode where I cannot breathe, peppermint oil will immediately open all of that up. So there's many ways you can use peppermint oil. I recommend that you carry a little carrier bottle with you, one that is spill free. And if you're out there and you suddenly can't breathe, please stop, take a minute, deep breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Go to your happy place and put that peppermint oil under your nose. You'll immediately feel like you have like new lungs, like a breath of fresh air. Okay? Also, what you can do because peppermint oil does sting. It's kind of like rubbing Blistex on an open sore. So you want to be careful with that. You might have to dilute it. If you want, you can put some peppermint oil on like a little cotton swab and stick it in the inside of your bedtime pillow. That always helps my breathing, and it works really good, like a nighttime type of thing to put you to sleep. Okay, so number 3, this might sound cliche, but I'm so serious. It's water. Like, you gotta drink water, and I need to be a better example of my own advice. Drink water. You have to drink at least half your body weight in ounces. So I just try to go for a gallon a day. That does become a lot, but you'll see the effects of clear skin, working immune system. Your bowels will be moving pardon my French, but your bowels should be moving at least 45 minutes after you have a meal. That means you have a good system going through you. Your irrigation is working. So drink up a lot of water. If you don't like water, somebody told me, my niece I think told me she doesn't like the taste of water. I'm like, child, the water tastes like the container. Like, if you have a problem like that, you don't like the taste of water, dress it up with some cucumber, dress it up with some fruit, dress it up with whatever you can think of. Okay, but get that water in. Number 4, this might be the most important one. Please cut off the dairy. Immediately, ixnay the dairy right now. Too sweet, okay? I mean, put the milk down, replace it with coconut milk, almond milk, hemp seed milk. There's so many different milks. If you wanted to get extreme with it, you can literally, I'm not going to say you can milk anything with nipples, but there are so many different derivatives of milk. No, I do not recommend soy milk. I don't drink soy milk. I try to stay away from soy, anything. Soy, no. So, no dairy, please. Please, please, please do your best to cut out the dairy, because dairy produces mucus, and in Dr. Sebi's words, mucus is the beginning of all disease. If you have mucus, you're more likely to get sick. That's why it's important for you to go back to the peppermint oil. If you can steam yourself, get a hot boiling bowl of water. Of course, cool it down and be careful with some cold water. Put a few drops of peppermint oil in that, and then a towel over your head, and breathe all that in. You're going to be dripping stuff out, and that's a good sign that you're detoxing, so keep that up. The 5th thing, which does help in emergencies, is to get vascular, honestly. Like, you got to run on a treadmill, you got to run up the street. Again, I'm not a doctor. I don't recommend that if you have severe asthma that you start running, but you got to start somewhere. At least get your cardio up, get your cardio in somehow. If you got to walk up the stairs 5 times, start somewhere. Because what you're doing when you're exercising is not only shedding those pounds and creating a long-term effect of weight loss for yourself, you're also detoxing your lungs at the same time. Again, the lungs are clogged with mucus. When you have asthma, it's an inflammation of your lungs. It's also dietary. I don't care what Western medicine says. They kept me sick for 15 years. The minute I changed my diet and listened to Dr. Sebi, I'm healed. Come on. We need to bridge the gap, and we're smart enough to do that. Let me give you a little tidbit of something crazy I heard over the weekend. Oh, girl, I can't go vegan. I'm diabetic. Shut up. Just shut up. I don't want to hear it. That was... I don't even want to talk about it. Just I'm going to just sit that right there, okay? The next... Right. Exercise. I say exercising because through yoga and deep breathing, I was able to control my asthma, okay? They put me on chronic treatment, Advair, the highest milligram dosage. They gave me Ventolin and albuterol and prednisone. They were trying to give me shots for asthma. It was out of control. So through centering yourself, finding that deep breathing, which will help you when you're having an asthma attack, you need to look into maybe Pilates, yoga, meditation, something. Just get out there and figure out what you like to do and go do it. It ultimately will help you. Okay, the next 5 things I'm just going to fly right through. I do not eat meat, in which significantly help my digestion. It helps with the way your body breaks down the things that are coming into it. When you have eczema, the barrier of your skin is already screwed up. So by putting in that additional animal dead flesh protein that your body is already ground zero, it's screwed up. It cannot process your own, proteins and your own minerals because the barrier of your skin is damaged. When you see me talk, you will see that my hands look older than what they should be. Not only have I been working since I could get that little blue permit, I've had so many treatments of eczema treatment that it's created hyperpigmentation, which I plan to reverse. It's, gotten significantly better since I stopped eating the meat, and I can say that honestly. I listed fruit and vegetables as 3 and 4, just because when you have eczema, the absorption, for me, in my opinion, in my experience, was different. When I ate fruits, of course, they have sugar on their own, which I found did make me itch, but not as harshly as the artificial sugar. So in order to combat that, I needed the absorption of those minerals from the greens, kale, baby arugula, whatever you want to eat. I would take handfuls of the greens in bigger chunks than in the fruit, just because I know I need that mineral absorption more than, say, the sugar that the fruit has. I love me some mango, but when I eat a mango, my whole mouth starts to itch. So I would have to either go easy on the mango or come up with a quick remedy to satiate that itch, which would be to eat the vegetables. So I listed those as 3 and 4 just because they have different, or they had different types of absorption for me, and they still do. The next thing I would recommend would be turmeric for everything. Like turmeric fights cancer, can kill fibroids, you name it, turmeric does it. Turmeric tea every night. Myself and my babe, we do turmeric face mask. Turmeric whitens your teeth. Turmeric just literally does everything, and it's anti-inflammatory, which is the point. Anything that you have in relation to asthma or eczema starts with inflammation, which starts with what you're eating. You're eating something that inflames the issue, which therefore creates a reaction, which we don't like itching. We don't like bleeding and peeling, and you have no idea what eczema was for me as a child. It was awful. So if I had these things, if I had the research and the knowledge, back then I would have been healed. But, I'm glad I have it now. Turmeric is literally, you can put it on a wound that joint will heal in a day or two. Turmeric is everything. Not only turmeric, but other herbs, rosemary. I still don't know how to say. Do you say thyme? Do you say thyme? Is the H silent? Whatever it is. If you got too much thyme on your hand, put some thyme. I was using coriander and just a whole bunch of different herbs. Burdock, St. John's wort. That one is hard. Say that 4 times and I give you $1. And bee pollen, which literally repaired, I felt like I could see my skin repairing as I was drinking bee pollen tea over the weeks I watched it. Don't rub it on eczema flare-up right away because, oh God. And then finally, the little extra tidbit, or just in case I can't count, if I forgot one, only name 9. I am big up on the Epsom salt baths. I will put 3 different types of Epsom salt, plus baking soda and some essential oils in a bath. I take a bath every day just because I need to exfoliate. When you have eczema, your skin produces quicker than the normal person. Say you got Jane with the pretty skin, right? She makes new skin cells every 2 to 3 days. Now, if you got eczema, you're making skin cells new skin cells and skin that wants to come off every maybe day or even sooner than a day. So you have to really go in and be diligent to exfoliate, scrub that joint off, scrub it off. If you use Dove, please stop, because that just exacerbates the issue. It's made out of pork fat, and we can go into that, but I just want to come to you and say, reevaluate some of your choices, take a hard look, because honestly, if you're having the asthma and the eczema issues, we can look at your diet and correlate it there and find a remedy immediately. So if you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, pass on the information to someone who may need it. And if you have any good information that I missed, we'll put it down below, and hopefully we can talk soon.